I'm out here this morning checking on my babies. Everybody's doing good. Yep, everybody's doing good.
So doing my normal thing, you know, reading the newspaper, drinking my coffee, came across an interesting article. It says that Amazon lets amateurs publish custom Alexa apps to broad audience. It has a really great quote in here. It's some changes they're making to Alexa. The guy says, Peter Stewart from a London-based skills developer for the platform says, in a similar way that blogs made everyone a publisher and live streaming made everyone a TV presenter, now skills are the continuation of the democratization of the information distribution. So I think it's very interesting. There are now building blocks available that you can create your own news, publish your own news briefs. Like some people do podcasts. Now you can publish your podcast as a news brief. You do a synopsis of it. Talked about lecturers, sermons, things of that nature.
Teachers.
So, teachers,
yep.
That's right. So you can now, used to be able to do your own private things, but now you can push them out and anybody can, if you so choose, can access these content, published it through your Amazon account.
Yeah, I took a quick look and I'm just at a guess. There's 40 different blueprints now to get you started on creating your own skill, some of which are these news flashes that we're all used to with Echo. And I went through the screens and created a news flash for Tesla Ruby.
Right.
So I'll put up now what I did on the screens to do that. But it used to be, I guess, prior to about a week ago, there was 2 or 3 things you could do skills-wise. You could have something come up on the show to tell people at your rental home important things about the rental house.
Right.
People that maybe came to pet sit your animals, they could learn important like where's the electrical box in case the power is out or stuff like that. But now it's a much broader scope, and they're hoping, you don't have to be a programmer, which I am, but they're hoping that you don't have to be a programmer to figure these things out.
Yeah, so just like you don't have to be a videographer to publish on YouTube.
Yep.
Or
anybody with an iPhone, with a smartphone.
Right.
Yep.
With a smartphone. So it'll be interesting to see what people do. And, this might be a time to go out if you have an Amazon device and customize your flash briefing, because if you customize your flash briefing, you can basically tailor it to just the topics and things that you're interested in, instead of all the entertainment news and all the things that Amazon thinks you might be interested in.
Well, some of us want entertainment news, but don't want some of the things about batteries.
Yeah, well, I noticed there wasn't a category for battery technology. I was a little awful. I was a little, as important as batteries are going to be.
So the one for Ruby is going to be, it's going to be called Tesla Ruby News, because I think everybody knows the channel more by Tesla Ruby than they do by TeslaModelXJourney.
Tesla Ruby.
Yeah, when you name things back in the beginning, A, it's hard to rename them, and B, you don't really know what you want because you haven't started it, but you have to start with something. And there's a application process of a review process of 1 to 2 days. So it's not out there yet, but hopefully it'll be a published skill. And we'll put something up once a week, not related to Tesla news per se, but related to Tesla news as it pertains to Ruby. Like this week, the one I recorded had to do with the latest software update challenge that we had. So
we'll practice it. We're going to try to see what we could do, where we could go with this. And there are categories in your flash briefings, and one of them is connected car.
Which really surprised me. So I put Ruby under the connected car category. Right. So hopefully folks that are interested in connected car stuff will find that. Yeah. And the whole idea of the flash briefing is that it's like a minute or less it's supposed to be. And it's only like 5 or 6 sentences, which for me was a challenge to keep it at that.
50 seconds, I think.
But I figure I can make up in speed what I can't make up for brevity.
Jersey girl. It's that Jersey girl.
That's right.
Yeah. Now, if I was given a flash briefing, it might take a while to get through.
This week, Tesla Ruby put on a software update to get her to level 2018.50.6. Unfortunately, this software update only contained bug fixes and a redisplay of the existing fart mode and other fun things. We're anxiously awaiting what I think is 2019.5.6 for the dog mode and sentry mode. Hopefully, it won't be too many more days longer. Thank you, and this concludes your flash briefing. So this is the page that you go to if you want to create an Amazon skill for A. I just simply searched on Google, search for Amazon and skill, and this was the first search results link. It's blueprints.amazon.com. So they call the templates blueprints in the Amazon world. And I went through and created a flash briefing for Tesla Ruby. Like I said, I decided to call it Tesla Ruby versus TeslaModelXJourney because I think everybody knows that Tesla Ruby is, uniquely kind of our thing. So there are a lot of other blueprints out here, though. I kind of think the Valentine's greeting is cool, the Q&A. If you write a blog, you can have A automatically read it to your listeners now, translate it and read it. I'll have to try that out. That's pretty cool too, because Ruby, we don't put a lot of content on the blog, but there is a blog out there. Mostly I use it for if there are some Tesla screens that you might want to really study, I stick them in the blog so you can go over there and look at them. They're a little hard to see up on the screen sometimes, or if Dawn has a spreadsheet or something, you might find that over there on the blog. But mostly it's just a skeleton at this point. But you know, maybe I'll write something up and see and test out that skill. There's lots of things on here that could get kids interested. Creating a family joke skill, letter to Santa, a countdown, you know, timer for something happening, game show, dad jokes. I mean, there's lots of fun things in here. And there are also the kind of skills that they had out there previous to this update, which were the ones for the home, which tie in with the smart home feeling. So like if you have a rental house and someone comes to stay, you can tell them where the electrical panel is and maybe a spare key and, you know, like other things they need to know about the home and the area. That one was kind of in coordination with the show. So you would leave the skill launched on the show and they could come in and tap on various things on the show to figure out the house. But also if somebody comes to be a pet sitter, the keeping the kids chores, you know, so you can stay out of it, let the device handle who's supposed to do what chore today, that kind of thing. So there are fun ones out here, and there are also ones that actually do a task. I think ones that help with knowledge and learning, like kids can create a quiz or a flashcards. I know you can, like if you're trying to learn your multiplication tables, you can use A to do that. I suppose if you're trying to study vocabulary words, you can go in and type up that skill, and then you can test yourself on that skill anytime. So there's lots of stuff out here. If you have any interest in creating your own skill, just go to this blueprints.amazon.com page and check it out. Well, I'm going out for a drive and to play Pokemon Go. I'm sorry you're stuck here with homework.
That's all right, Mom. It's not your fault.
Yeah, well, at least you've got the day to do it. That would be better than, you know, trench warfare, huh?
It's World War I time.
Social studies.
Mm-hmm.
All right, well, keep up the good work, buddy. I'll be back to take you to Taekwondo at, you know, be ready to go at 4:45. Don already pulled Ruby out for me because he bought this big saw out of the garage and he needed the clearance to get past with the saw. He is working on the lattice work carport project. It's a pretty sunshiny day and I'm just gonna ride around in Ruby for a few minutes. I do so enjoy every year when the forsythia or yellow bells here blooms at the front of our neighborhood. Just gorgeous. Don enjoys listening to his podcast while he works. I'm enjoying my Audible book while I drive around. My mission today, Pokemon Go wise, is to always look for shinies, finish catching 20 love discs so I can cash in that field research, and get some junk Pokemon for Johnny and I to trade back and forth. I decided to make a quick run into Guardian Angel. Michelle has been sick, possibly with the flu, and I'm not sure if she's going to be up to our shopping day tomorrow or not. Hopefully, though. Wow, I really love this table. It would be decorated so nicely for holidays. There's no price sticker on it, one of these white pieces, so somebody may have already picked it up to buy it. So today, someone has parked next to Ruby and decided to start changing a tire. I'm just a magnet for people that insist on being near Ruby. I didn't understand 100% what Dawn had in mind, but it looks good and I get it now. Hey, Donnie. See, you got your work shirt on.
Yeah. Just a little cool out here, you know, the breeze, but with the shirt on, I'm fine.
Okay, well that's good. I went to town in short sleeves, which is a bit foolish, but mostly I was inside Ruby or inside Guardian Angel, so I was good. But before I take Johnny to Taekwondo, which is just a few minutes, I will definitely be putting on a jacket of some sort.
That's a good idea.
Looks good. I did end up calling Michelle and messaging with her while I was in Guardian Angel. I found her a little sterling silver ring I think she'll like. And I needed to consult with her. She does think she's feeling well enough to go tomorrow, so my fingers are crossed. I'm home, obviously, and I've got 15 minutes before I need to leave with Johnny for Taekwondo. You do good, buddy.
All right, Mom. Bye.
Bye. You're gonna have to help me with the door over here. The wind's got it.
Too windy?
Yeah, it won't shut on its own. Thank you. Happens every once in a while. There are so many people at Planet Fitness. There's basically no room to park for Taekwondo now. Hopefully, like Dawn said, it'll settle out after a while. But then there's Panera Bread going in there too. So I don't know. It's not likely to settle too much, I don't think. There's where I usually like to park. But there's even a lot of people parked over there now. Johnny's trying really hard to throw 5 great curveballs in a row so he can clear his spinda tasks. We did a slow bro battle over here with the hopes that it would work. It's very hard. People have been beating their head against the wall and running out of balls all week. But I appreciate you trying. First he tried for him, now he's trying for me. But at least if we clear the task, we're going to clear 2 tasks because we have 1 Valentine's Day task and we have 1 spinda prior to Valentine's Day task. You go for it, buddy. The 30.8 miles since last charge is Sunday's driving, and today, President's Day, Monday's driving. So, yeah, I'll go ahead and plug her in tonight, though, because we're back on our normal routine tomorrow. Johnny was pleased to find all the Shino stones that I had earned on his account over the weekend, and he went in and traded Tangelas and Snorants and Roselia and a couple others, hoping for luckies before he evolved using the Shino stone. He wasn't so lucky, but he did do some evolutions, and he has a good bit of the new Gen 4 with the Shino stone guys, so that's cool. I have instructions now to catch Roselias and Rhydons and one other Pokemon, so that he can, the Yanma, the little dragonfly guy, so that he can finish his evolutions. I need Ralts. I can make cats talk on demand. What? What? You want some of this? I thought so. I thought so. I thought so.